Hello and welcome to ProBench How To series. In this video, I would be sharing with you how to create a new survey. Before moving to the details of how to create a survey, would like to discuss with you three main parts of the survey. First is the template. The template is basically a structure of the survey, a questionnaire, where you specify all the questions, all the indicators, the text, the type of questions, whether the question should be mandatory, voluntary, etc. You can even define the scoring within the template. So why we call it as a template is because it's kind of like uh, a template where you can use one template to create multiple surveys, and it would be a template where the whole structure of the questionnaire is there. So in case you want to change a survey, you just need to change the template and do not have to change the survey. So as the name suggests, it's a template of the survey or a questionnaire. The second part is the survey itself. Now, while creating a survey, the obvious parts would be the name of the survey or the title of the survey, when the survey should be starting or ending, who can see that particular survey or which users can see that those surveys. So these are the main important parts of the survey. So survey is the actual survey that we create. The third part is the region. So in the region is basically a grouping of a survey. So whenever you are doing some benchmark or assessments, there is always a need that some companies or participants want to participate in one survey, but they should not be able to see the other surveys that are running along. So these regions or grouping would help the managers to manage which participant should see which survey, and which participant shouldn't see survey. So it would kind of help in grouping the list of participants or the participants and manage the access for them. Now the actual creation of the survey process. So basically creating a survey is a three-step process. As mentioned, it's creating the questionnaire template as we discussed earlier. The second is creating a survey using the template that we have created. And the third is assigning a region to the survey. So I would like to demonstrate these three steps in my uh, demonstration today. So whenever a manager logs into the screen, or the ProBench manager logs into the ProBench, the first screen that they would see is the managed participants. So as we want to go and create the first survey, you'll have to go into survey and then manage templates. So under the manage templates, you will see multiple surveys or multiple templates that you may have created. If you're a first time user or you are setting it up for the first time, then this list might be blank here. So to create the new template, what you need to use is the plus icon on the right hand side of the search button. So when I click on plus icon, it would add a new template. Okay, so initially like everything is blank. So first what we'll do is we'll create a template for the uh, purpose of the demonstration. I would be using a template or a survey called as diversity benchmark. So I will name the template as diversity benchmark. So this would kind of create a template with the name diversity benchmark. And then let me add one question under it for this particular video. So I'll create a question called as company details, and I would make it as a page. So in the template, it does not normally start directly with any questions. You need to first create a page under which you will see a list of questions. So it's kind of grouping of a question first instead of directly showing the questions. So first I created a page type question which is called as company details. So next I'll create an actual question, which is a text question called as company name, and this is by default of type text. So this would take the name of the company who is participating for this particular benchmark. Okay, so once I create the template, the first thing I need to do is I need to save changes, because I have changed the structure of the template. So as soon as I save changes, the system would store all these details in the background. So this message suggests that the template has been created successfully. Now the next step is to create the survey, which is using the template that we have just created. So what I'll do is I'll go to manage survey. Under the manage survey, I'll see the list of already existing surveys if there are. If there are no surveys existing, it would be blank. So again, I have to click on the plus button here, and it would give me a list of fields that I need to enter the details for. So first I need to enter is the title of the survey. So I'll give it as diversity benchmark, say 2020. Okay. So it can be like a yearly survey, or if it is not a yearly cycle, then it like you can just keep it as diversity benchmark. It doesn't matter. The next is like, this is the actual place where I need to create or select a template which will be used by this survey to get the responses of the user. So by default, diversity benchmark is selected because that's the recent one that we have just created. But you can also choose if there are other templates to be selected. And then I'll give a start date and end date as well. So say it's ending on 29th. So start date and end date is basically like uh, the day on which the survey should go live and the day on which the survey should go offline. That's what the start date and end date is all about. So after the end date, the users won't be able to see the survey on their portal. The next is visible to survey users. So unless I click on this button as well, like the survey won't go live. So if at all, we are in the process of creating a survey, then if you do not want the users to actually see the survey before you actually make it live, then you can just deselect this button for the survey. So we'll go into the details at the later part. And then just click create. Right. So by default, all the default means auto-generated fields would be having the data. There is no need for uh, sorry, no need for going into the details for that. Uh, the next is the main important step after you have now created the survey. The basic what you have done is to create or select a region. So this is the region. So when I go to the help, survey is only visible to the users of the participant or companies who are associated with the selected region. So if you have not selected the region for a survey, then this survey would never be visible to any of the participants, because you have not assigned a region, and all the participants are being assigned a region. So unless they are in the same groups, you won't be able, or the survey won't be able to see the the participants won't be able to see the survey, and vice versa. So this is a very important step that shouldn't be missed while creating a survey. So now as I've selected the region, I'll click on update. Okay. So this completes the process of creating the survey. So just to repeat what we have just done, we have gone to manage template under the survey menu. We have created a template named diversity benchmark. Then the next step is where we went to the manage survey. We created a survey called as diversity benchmark, provided all the details. And then the last step is selecting a region to the survey. So these are the three main steps that you need to do while creating a survey. Now, uh, let's see if this survey has been created correctly. So to see the survey, because we have made it live, okay, let's go to manage participants and go to a test company and click on login as that participant. Now, if you see under the new, I am able to see the diversity benchmark, which we have just created. It is in the new because it's the first time I'm going in and answering a question. So when I click on diversity benchmark, this is the first page that we have created, and that is company details. Okay, so this is exactly as we have created in the template. When we click on the page link, it would take me to the actual question within. So this will show you the page name, and then there is a question, a text question called as company name. Okay, so this is how a survey is created. So hope this video was useful. The very next video, what I'd like to do is to go through a few of the FAQs related to the survey creation process. So stay tuned, and thank you. Bye bye.